Hello, everyone. Welcome back to the channel where we break down the latest in the US stock market and prepare you for the next trading day. Today, we'll go over what happened in the markets on Wednesday, December 18, 2024, and dive into what could shape trading activity on Thursday. If you're looking to stay ahead of the game, make sure to stick around until the end for insights into sectors and trends to watch closely. Let's start with today's performance. The three major indices had mixed results, reflecting a market still grappling with shifting economic data and geopolitical developments. The Dow Jones Industrial Average ended the session slightly up, gaining 0.3%, or about 110 points. Industrial stocks showed resilience thanks to strong earnings from companies like Boeing and Caterpillar. The S&P 500 hovered near the flatline, closing down by just 0.1%. The index struggled as declines in tech and healthcare offset gains in energy and financials. The Nasdaq Composite, heavily weighted toward tech stocks, slid 0.6%, pressured by a drop in semiconductor companies like Nvidia and AMD. Rising bond yields weighed on growth stocks, continuing a trend we've seen over the past few weeks. Key drivers of today's market action. Federal Reserve comments. Investors reacted to statements from Fed Chair Jerome Powell at a conference earlier today. Powell reiterated the Fed's commitment to keeping inflation in check, signaling that while rate hikes might pause, rates could stay elevated for longer than expected. Economic data. Housing starts for November came in higher than anticipated, signaling some resilience in the housing market despite higher mortgage rates. Retail sales data from November, released this morning, showed a slight decline of 0.2%, missing analyst expectations and hinting at potential softening in consumer spending ahead of the holiday season. Earnings reports. Nike reported earnings after the bell yesterday, beating revenue estimates but issuing weaker-than-expected guidance for 2025. The stock dropped nearly 4% today. On the flip side, FedEx soared by 6% after smashing quarterly estimates and raising its full-year outlook, citing robust demand for shipping during the holiday season. Geopolitical concerns. Ongoing tensions in the Middle East added uncertainty to energy markets. Crude oil prices surged by nearly 2%, with Brent crude hovering around $88 per barrel and WTI crude at $84 per barrel. Sector performance. Winners, energy. Chevron and ExxonMobil led the gains in the energy sector, benefiting from the rally in oil prices. Financials. Banks like JP Morgan Chase and Goldman Sachs climbed on the back of rising yields. Laggers. Technology. Semiconductor stocks weighed on the Nasdaq, as investors shifted out of high-growth sectors. Healthcare. Biotech names struggled, with the Nasdaq Biotechnology Index dropping by 1.3%. Forecast for December 19, 2024. Now, let's look ahead to what could shape Thursday's session. Economic data to watch. The jobless claims report for last week will be released at 8:30 a.m. Eastern Time. Analysts are forecasting an increase to 225,000 claims. Any surprises could sway sentiment in either direction. Philadelphia Fed Manufacturing Index. This regional report will offer insight into the health of the manufacturing sector. Bond yields and treasury auctions. With bond yields trending higher, expect continued pressure on growth stocks, particularly in tech. Keep an eye on the 10-year Treasury yield, which is sitting just under 4.9%. Sector to watch. Consumer discretionary. With holiday shopping in full swing, retail stocks like Amazon, Walmart, and Target could see increased volatility as traders position ahead of next week's data on holiday sales. Earnings spotlight. Accenture and General Mills are scheduled to report before the bell. Accenture's results could provide insight into corporate IT spending trends, while General Mills' outlook may shed light on how inflation is impacting consumer staples. Geopolitical developments. Any updates on the Middle East situation or energy supply disruptions could push oil prices higher, impacting both energy stocks and broader market sentiment. Trading strategies for Thursday. For long-term investors, consider adding to positions in sectors that perform well in higher rate environments, like energy and financials. These sectors tend to benefit from rising commodity prices and higher interest margins. For short-term traders, volatility in tech stocks could present opportunities for both long and short trades. Look for support levels in the Nasdaq and resistance levels in individual names like Nvidia or Tesla. Watch the retail sector closely for opportunities to trade on momentum ahead of Friday's consumer sentiment data. That's a wrap for today's market recap and tomorrow's forecast. With the Fed signaling a cautious outlook, bond yields climbing, and the holiday season in full swing, markets are at a fascinating crossroads. Make sure to do your due diligence and stay informed as we head into the final stretch of the year. If you found this breakdown helpful, don't forget to like this video, subscribe to the channel, and hit the notification bell so you don't miss our next update. Drop a comment below with your thoughts on where the markets are headed. We'd love to hear from you. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.